Hello and welcome to Lanier. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53. I've partnered with Coach Dave Academy to bring you this Learn to Drive video. This week's video is for the late model stocks at Lanier as part of 2025 Season 1 Week 8 official series action. All of the laps, all of the setups in here that we're using are the Team 53 custom setups, which you can find either by downloading Coach Dave Academy, signing up for a subscription, linked in the description below, or by joining the Team 53 Discord, which is also linked below. If you guys can, we talk about this a lot, but any little bit of help that you can give the channel, hit the like, hit the subscribe, go down to the description of this video, click on the social links, and follow those. All of those things do a ton to help me with my real racing here in Wisconsin. Sponsors love seeing just that little bit of bigger reach that we can get them away from the track. And social media is a great avenue to get them that little bit of extra exposure. So let's dive in here to qualifying. You'll start out linear here at the end of pit road for your qualifying lap. If you're in a practice session, you'll be down in your pit stall. So just kind of keep that in mind. So you go out on track. We talk about this all the time, tire heating, swerving left, right, gas, brake, alternate. Just trying to get a little bit of extra heat in the tires. For my qual laps, I mean, I'll be real honest with you. It was a 2:38 on lap 1 and a 2:30 on lap 2. So about almost half a tenth, or almost a hundredth faster on lap 2, which it doesn't really seem like a lot, but when like last night in the Sarah Super Series, for example, 5th through 20th was less than a tenth of a second for 15 spots. So it's really important that you guys are tire heating and that you're doing these things that you can. So we're gonna get up to speed here, lap 1. Well, I have a second. If you can, consider joining our Team 53 fans only sponsorship program. $10 gets your name on the car. You can give more. Team53racing.com. It's linked in the video. So we're going to go high here in the corner and get off to a nice run here to the start finish line. We'll be at 97-ish miles an hour here at the start finish line. And then we're going to start to turn in almost right away. We're going to take a wide arc into turn 1. And you're going to see we're just lifting. We're not going to use any brake. So we're taking a nice wide arc, which is going to allow us to really kind of use the throttle to to decide where we want to be. You can see here I'm giving it a little bit of maintenance throttle through the center. Really, really important, right? This left front tire, if you can hook that left front tire just below this yellow line, it's going to rotate you around the corner. I mean, this for linear is not a lot of steering input. And it's really going to help you just be able to wrap that corner and stay down to the bottom. If you're a half a car up, you're going to lose probably a tenth on a lap. So that's something that you guys really, really, really need to be practicing this week is getting right underneath that yellow. You see us carrying speed up off the corner. Turn 3, you're going to pitch in just like we did turn 1, a late drive in. Take it nice and wide, and we're going to take this wide arc, and we're going to do the same thing where we get the nose of this car, the left front. We want to get below the yellow, but it's going to be later to give us a little bit better drive off. So you can see here, I'm driving the car down the track, and then we're just going to get a nice straight drive off this corner, and we're going to get it up to a 13,230. A lot of you guys that are running on single monitors, you're looking at how close I'm coming to this wall, and you're saying this is insane. And you're right, it is. But it's all about using in road track limits, using as much of the track as you possibly can to get your best lap as possible. So make sure you're thinking about that as you're going around the track. I mean, you don't want to have your car all the way down so far on the apron that all 4 tires are down here in Q. We're not really built for that. But just that left front is going to get you that little bit of turn in that you need to get yourself around the corner. In terms of race, it's a 100 lap race here at Lanier. So one of the big things that we look at is just going to be managing your tires. You see here, I've got some laps. This first run, is a 37 fastest. We got down to an 18 here at the end with the setup. So you just really, really want to make sure that you have enough right rear tire left in the car to really be able to do something at the end. And we are geared a little conservatively to have a little bit, especially if you get a green flag run, which does happen here. Um, so I just wanted you guys to be ready for that. Race laps are going to look pretty much the same. You'll probably take a little bit shallower entry into the corners once the actual race starts with cars behind you, but the same general principle where you get that left front tire just over that yellow line to help you rotate is a big thing. And then something we talked about, I did a live yesterday, and for like the last half hour of it, we built a free better than baseline setup that for USA that I posted in my Discord in the announcements tab. But one of the things that we talked about was going in and having a button mapped for your brake bias. Um, that's a really, really good tool in the car that you can use specifically. I mean, a lot more in the super late model than in the late model stock. But this is a tool that you can use that if you start to feel like your car is getting tight, you can reduce that number, go to a smaller percentage, and it'll actually free up your car a little bit on entry. You'll also notice that for these race laps, I'm not using any brake on corner entry. I think that's something that when you're in the actual race, it's going to help you save tire just to help get that car to rotate earlier for yourself. So that's definitely something that you're going to want to do is get that going. Um, Lanier 2 is a track where after about 30 laps, the second lane is going to come in, but it's going to have to be 30 laps of green flag racing because the track temp is so cold. It's a 68 track temp. Really, once that top lane comes in and then the bottom lane cools back off, you're going to want to jump right back to the bottom. But you can use that top lane to defend passes here. Which is something that's kind of nice. So if somebody does get to your inside, you aren't necessarily going to have to be a bail and find the bottom as soon as possible. You can kind of combat on the outside. So really, if you've made it this far, hopefully you've already liked and subscribed to the channel. It's something that's super important. Like I said, it helps me out with my real racing. Sponsors love seeing it, so it's definitely something that I want to keep pushing for. We're at over 200 subscribers, so thank you to those who have subscribed. And then, as I mentioned, if you can, please consider donating or contributing to the fans only sponsorship program. $10 is really all the minimum contribution is, a one-time deal. And then we'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see in some videos upcoming. And then if you have a really good race, come back. Let us know how you did. We love seeing it. So best of luck, and we will see you in the next video.